The parts of the advance party are still incognito. You do wonder about what they must be doing, do you not? They are invoking all of you. They want you all to become complete and take a divine birth, and thus become instruments for the new age. All of them are happy playing their own parts. They are not aware that they went there from the confluence age. Although they do have divinity, purity, and love for God, this knowledge has not clearly emerged. They are unique. But if this knowledge were to emerge in them, they would all come running to Madhaban, would they not? However, their parts are unique. They do not have the power of knowledge. Their power hasn't decreased. The atmosphere in their homes is constantly according to the codes of conduct. Their parents are content with them. They also have all the physical facilities. They are very firm in observing the codes of conduct. All of them are number-wise, but the special souls are very firm. They do feel that their previous birth was great, and that their next birth too will be great. The features visible in the majority of them are those of contented souls of the royal family. Those souls are seen to be complete, cheerful, and full of all divine virtues. That is their history.
Jagadamba is the moon. So Didi has had a special part with Jagadamba, the moon, from the beginning. She has had the part of accompanying Mama in the task. That one is the moon, cool, and that one is intense. The two match. Now, just let her grow a little older. Jagadamba is even now giving the sakash of coolness. But she also needs a companion in planning and making progress. Pushpashanta and Didi have also had a connection between them from the beginning. Here too, both have a close connection. Dada Vishwakishore is the backbone. Here too, the Pandavas are the backbone and the Shaktis are in the front. So that is also a group that brings about zeal and enthusiasm. Those who are to carry out the planning will now come onto the field a little, and then revelation will take place. Acha. The elevated souls who have gone elsewhere to do service also came here. Their heart-to-heart conversation was very good. Those souls in different costumes now were very pleased to see their wonderful parts of world service and were wondering what alaukic secret parts of world service they are playing through their different bodies. Babdada was telling them this. The memorial of the river Saraswati, the purifier of the world, is in the form of an incognito server. The river Ganges and the river Jamuna are well known in their physical forms and can be seen. However, the memorial of the service Saraswati did has been symbolized by an incognito river and also visibly by the one with the sitar. Her incognito memorial is symbolized by an incognito river. Both parts are wonderful. From the moment of her birth, her part is connected with service. There is a saying, you take birth where there is victory for you. Today, your friend Didi has sent special love and remembrance. Today, she too emerged in the subtle region. Therefore, she sent her remembrance to everyone. She is making her gathering of the advance party strong. Their task will also continue to be revealed with yours. They are now close in relationship and close by in the country, and this is why they also continue to meet amongst themselves in small groups for one or another reason. They don't have full awareness, but they do have a touching in their intellects that they have to get together and perform a new task. According to the conditions of the world, what no one else is able to do, we all have to do that together. They definitely meet together with this touching. However, the group now is of some younger ones and some older ones. All types of children have gone. Those who were keen on doing physical service have gone, and those who had planning intellects for the establishment of the kingdom have gone. Together with those, the ones who increase courage and enthusiasm have also gone. Today, Bub Dada saw within the whole group these three types of children, and all three are needed. Some are those who do the planning, others are those who put things into practice, and some are those who increase courage. A good group is being formed. However, both groups will be revealed simultaneously. Now the specialty of revelation is behind the clouds. The clouds are dispersing, but they haven't moved away. To the extent that you reach the powerful stage of being a master, son of knowledge, the clouds will continue to disperse. The second they are removed, the drums will beat. At the moment, they are dispersing. The specialty that Bharat had of having many political parties is now becoming less so, and one party is moving ahead, is it not? So there is significance in the external unity too. Disunity is becoming weak, and unity is becoming strong. This is the part of cooperation in the secret of establishment. They are not in harmony in their minds, but out of compulsion. And meeting through compulsion is also significant. The time is now coming close for the deep systems and customs of establishment to become clear. All of you will then know what the advance party is doing and what you are doing. You are now questioning what they are doing, and they are questioning what you are doing. Nevertheless, both of you are progressing according to the drama.
Some of the advance party souls have themselves become ready, and others are getting ready to invoke elevated souls. Some are engaged in getting such souls ready. Their means of service is a relationship of friendship and closeness. They are not able to discuss knowledge as such, but because they have the sanskars of Jnani souls, and they know one another's elevated sanskars, their elevated vibrations and their constantly holy and happy faces carry out the task of inspiring one another. Although they are in separate families, they come into contact with one another on the basis of one relationship or friendship or another. Because those souls are knowledge-full, they continue to feel that that one belongs to them or that that one is close. They recognize one another on the basis of the feeling of belonging. Time is now coming close, and the task of the advance party is therefore continuing at a fast speed. Such an exchange was taking place in the subtle region. Jagadamba especially spoke a few sweet words for all the children. She reminded everyone in just a few words. The basis of constant success is the power to tolerate and the power to accommodate. With these two specialities, you will constantly experience elevated and easy success. Should Baba tell you what the others said? Today was a special day of chit-chat and meeting, and so they all shared their own experiences. Acha. Who else's experiences will you hear? Dada Vishwa Kashur. Generally, he spoke very little, but whatever he said powerfully. His whole experience was shared in just a couple of words. The basis of success in any task is unshakable faith and complete intoxication. If there is unshakable faith, others too will automatically experience intoxication. This is why for him, the basis of success was faith and intoxication. That was his experience. Just as Sakar Baba always had the faith and intoxication that he was going to become the world emperor in the future, so Vishwa Kashur had the intoxication that he was to be the first prince of the first world emperor. He had unshakable intoxication in the present and for the future. So there was equality. Those of you who lived with them saw this, did you not? The advance party is doing their work. You have to fill yourselves with advance force through which the course of the task of bringing about transformation will be accomplished, because that is the foundation. The unlimited servers will become the foundation and reveal the unlimited Father. You will very quickly hear the drums of revelation beating in this world. Everywhere there will be the same drums beating with the same rhythm. We have found him. He has come. A lot of service is now still left to be done. You think that it is being completed. As yet, the task of changing them with words is still taking place. Attitudes have to change through your attitude, and thoughts have to change through your thoughts. As yet, you haven't even begun this research, and if you have started to do this just a little, so what? This subtle service will automatically take you beyond many weaknesses. You wonder how this will happen, but when you busy yourself doing this service, such an atmosphere will automatically be created that you, yourself, will experience your weaknesses very clearly, and because of that atmosphere, you will become ashamed and be transformed. You won't have to be told. You have seen what happens when you have to tell others. Therefore, now make such a plan. The number of students will increase. Don't worry about that. The income too will increase a lot. Don't worry about that either. You will also have buildings. Don't worry about that either. Everything will work out successfully. This is such a method that you will become embodiments of success. Acha.
These special servers are now waiting for the completion of the time and the completion of the service of the corporeal servers. Because only when the role of physical service comes to an end can the wonderful part of the give and take of the new kingdom begin. The gathering of the advanced group is very powerful, especially the very well-known souls within it. These souls are playing their wonderful parts of preparing the land for the first birth, the elevated birth, at a fast speed. Those responsible for destruction are just waiting to press a button. Similarly, the advance party of instrumental souls doing the service of creation through divine birth is just waiting to give a touching, to give a message and bring about revelation. They will reveal this through the love of their relationships. The part of the birth of the first creation is recorded in the form of unique stories. Krishna will be first, and Radhe will follow later. Radhe will be born after the task of preparing the birthplace and the stage of Krishna has been completed. This is why Krishna is older than Radhe. It is similar to how Jagadamba went onto the field of service outside Madhuban to prepare the land first, and then the father, Brahma, followed. It is similar to how Jagadamba and the special child Vishwakishore both faced the opposition. Just as they were the ones who went ahead onto the field of service, so even now, they have in their different costumes the same sanskars that they had for that task. They are both hero actors in the story of the birth of the first creation. They are now having the palaces of the womb prepared. Both of those idols were instruments in all the activity that happened here too. So such powerful souls are also needed to prepare those palaces. They made preparations for the establishment here, and they are now making preparations for the special 8 jewels there. They are preparing your palaces for you. Only when all the preparations have been made will you souls go there. Therefore, such an elevated task of preparing pure palaces in this impure world has to be carried out, and such powerful souls are needed to accomplish this powerful task. Not just any soul could do this. They are also asking all of you for a date for when you want the palaces to be ready by. They want a date. They are saying that their task can only begin when your part of doing physical service comes to an end. That your end will bring their beginning. First, there has to be the end. Then there can be the beginning. So what is the date of the end of your part of service? That date will also be the date for the birth of the kingdom. Did you hear their heart-to-heart conversation? In fact, all souls emerged, souls who had gone into new births, but even they have their groups.
Today, Bap Dada was looking at the list of those with hearts. Those with heads earn a name. Those with hearts earn blessings. So, 2 rosaries were being created because today, souls who had gone in the advance emerged in the subtle region. Those special souls were having a heart-to-heart conversation. What was the main topic of their conversation? All of you also enabled the special souls to emerge, did you not? A conversation took place in the subtle region as to how much difference is still left between the time now and the time of perfection. How many have become ready? Has the number become ready, or do they still have to become ready? All are coming onto the stage number-wise, are they not? The advance party asked, "We are carrying out the advance work, but what special cooperation are our companions giving us in our task?" They too are preparing a rosary. What rosary are they preparing? Who will all take birth and where in order to begin the new world? That is being fixed. They too need the special cooperation of subtle and powerful minds for this task. Although the powerful souls who are to become instruments for establishment are pure, the atmosphere of the people and the elements is tamoguni. In the midst of the extreme tamoguni atmosphere, there are a few satoguni souls like lotus flowers. This is why, whilst having a heart-to-heart conversation today, your extremely loving and elevated souls smiled and asked, "Are our companions aware of this huge service? Or have they become busy with just their centers in their own zones?" The task of transformation of all the elements and the destruction of all those souls with tamoguni sanskars will happen through a system. But the vibrations of the sudden death, untimely death, and collective death of so many souls will be so tamoguni. To be able to transform those and keep yourself safe from the vibrations of the atmosphere of bloodshed without cause, and to give cooperation to those souls. Are you making preparations for such an unlimited task? Or is your time simply being spent in explaining to someone who comes and in eating? They were asking this. Today, Bap Dada is relating their message to you. Who are the instruments for carrying out such an unlimited task? Since you become instruments at the beginning, you also have to become instruments for the unlimited task of transformation at the end. There is a saying, the one who finished something completed the whole task. Palaces of the womb also have to be prepared, for only then will the new creation begin through the power of yoga. Power of the mind is needed for the power of yoga. The power of the mind will also be the means for your own safety. Only with the power of your mind will you be able to make your end beautiful. Otherwise, although you may not be able to receive cooperation according to the circumstances in a physical way, if the power of the mind, that is, the power of elevated thoughts, the line connected with one, is not clear at that time, then your weaknesses will be experienced in the form of repentance, like evil spirits. When you become aware of your weaknesses, you will experience fear in the form of an evil spirit. At present, you can make do however you like, but at the end, fear will be experienced. Therefore, for unlimited service and for your own safety, you have to accumulate the power of the mind and the power of fearlessness from now on, for only then will the end be beautiful. By cooperating in the unlimited task, you will claim a right to the unlimited kingdom of the world. Your companions are now waiting for your cooperation. Although your tasks are different, both are instrumental for transformation. They were relating their result.
There were all those of the advanced party, the new and old. Because you also remember the Maharatis who have gone recently, don't you? Baba made them emerge too. Because those who have gone recently have also played their part of service from childhood until now. That is for a long time. You also remember those companions, don't you? That space has to be filled, doesn't it? Today, in the subtle region, the trimurti of Mama, Didi, and Daddy were specially asked to stand up. There were other companions too, but these three were asked to stand up because of their special part, and they were reminded, and of course, they remember. However, they have to serve in an incognito way. They too are made to emerge in the subtle region at Amrit Vela, and they go on service. The special souls have not stopped serving. It is fixed for them to come to the subtle region at Amrit Vela, to emerge in their real Brahman life and do one or another type of service everywhere through their mind. With their mind and intellect, they do the special service of attracting the minds and intellects of souls. So today, Bap Dada asked this trimurti what they were doing. The father knows anyway, but still he has to ask. So they replied that they are inspiring souls in two ways. One is inspiring those who are creating upheaval, and the other is inspiring those who are going to be the instruments for the new world. So they are still waiting. Then Mama said, "We have been waiting for a long time. So ask our friends, are you going to keep us intizar, waiting, even now? Or are you going to make some intizam, preparations?" There are many friends of Mama, Daddy, and Didi sitting here. Brother friends are also sitting here. There are brothers as well as sisters who lived with them. And so they have a question for you. It is our duty to wait, but what is your part, the part of those who have the advanced stage? We are waiting. Your duty is to make the preparations. It is our duty to wait. So when will you fix a date? When all of you Baba's children become equal and complete, the preparations will be made. Didi said, "On my behalf, ask all of them one question." What did Didi ask? All of you know, and you also speak about being ever ready. Are you ever ready in becoming equal and complete? And what did Daddy say? They were having this heart-to-heart conversation today. Daddy said, "Whenever anyone was meeting me," and everyone also used to say that Daddy had only one concern, and that was of being karmatit. We will also go home with you, will we not? So even now, I am telling you, my companions, that you have to become karmatit.
But when? When will you change cab, at some point, into ab, or now? The father continues to smile. So today, this heart-to-heart conversation was going on, and others were also with them saying, "Mama, what you said was very good. Didi, fill them with a little force." And they were telling Daddy, "Daddy, you gave your support to everyone." All of us remember in our hearts this aspect of Daddy and how she played her part after Baba became Avyakt. All their other companions said, "Daddy, now let us remember what you said. Brahma Baba is an Avyakt angel, and Shiv Baba is incorporeal." However, Daddy was in the corporeal form. At least we should try and demonstrate whatever you had thought. We should at least try and take the responsibility that Daddy had taken. So today, all of them were having a heart-to-heart conversation to their heart's content. Did you hear? What do we have to do now? You have now celebrated Holi, haven't you? Even what happened yesterday is the past. So why should you think of your previous birth? While everyone was having chit-chat, Bap-Dada started to celebrate Holi. All of them were in their white dress, and in the subtle region, they were in their angelic form. All of them were sitting in a semicircle. They were not standing. They were sitting in 4 to 5 rows. They were sitting in an organized manner, from the small ones to those older than them, and then those who were the oldest. Suddenly, without telling them that Bap-Dada was celebrating Holi, what did Bap-Dada do? Bap-Dada crushed diamonds of 7 different colors into powder. He sprinkled that powder over everyone. They were already in their sparkling angelic dress. And then the powder of the 7 colors fell on them. Just picture this and see what the sparkling dress would look like when the powder of 7 colors fell on it. You will not find such a dress even in the Golden Age. So all of them were sparkling. And when this dress was sparkling, Didi became so intoxicated that she began to dance as she used to when she was young.
The advance party repeatedly comes to Bap-Dada. They say, "We were given the part of the advance party, and we were playing that part, but why do our companions not create their advanced stage? What response should Baba give them? What reply could he give them? When both the advanced stage and the part of the advanced party come together, then completion can take place. They are asking, and so what response should they be given? In how many years will this stage be created? You celebrated everything. The Silver Jubilee, the Golden Jubilee, the Diamond Jubilee. You celebrated everything. Now, celebrate the ceremony of the advanced stage. Fix a date for this. Those in the advanced party have changed their corporeal bodies and are serving through those. However, some will play their parts to the end through their combined corporeal and angelic bodies. What are your parts? Some play their parts by being part of the advanced party, and others play their parts by serving through their subtle bodies. Both roles are important. It's not a question of first or second. All the various roles are equally important. The task of the advanced party is no less. You were told how they are making their plans with great intensity. There are well-known souls there too. Today, Baba has come to meet you and not to show you your chart. And speaking to Daddy Ji, where's your friend Didi? In the womb? She is in the womb, in name. But even now, she is on a service tour. Just as in the corporeal form, after the World Mother, she was Brahma Baba's companion. In the same way, even now, she is with Avyakt Brahma. She is playing the part of a companion in service. There's the bondage of the physical senses and name, but in particular, there is the bondage of service. The World Mother especially looked after the business activity of the establishment of the yajna from the beginning. And after the World Mother, it was the responsibility of this soul, Didi. There were other companions too, but she especially had a part on the stage and with corporeal Brahma, Baba. Even now, Brahma Baba and Didi continue to have heart-to-heart conversations and entertainment and various roles in service. Together with Brahma, many special souls also have a part in the establishment of the new world with great force. Just as Didi's sanskars in the corporeal form were to put plans of service into practice and to give zeal and enthusiasm, in the same way, even now, that same sanskar is playing the part of encouraging the group of instruments who are carrying out establishment of the new world. Do you remember Didi's special words? What were her special words to put zeal and enthusiasm into others? She always said, do something new. What's happening now? She used to ask repeatedly, what newness have you brought? In the same way, she used to converse with Avyakt Brahma, using the same words. She is putting zeal and enthusiasm into the advance party here, too. What have you done so far? What is happening now? She's putting that same sanskar into a practical form. She never used to allow anyone to sit idly. Even now she is getting the arrows ready to bring the advance party onto the stage. She had the sanskars of a controller. Now she is the controller of the advance party. Her sanskars of service are even now in an emerged form. Do you understand where Didi is now? She's now touring the world. Baba will tell you when she has taken her seat. Even now, she is making many big plans to give you cooperation.